Actually, I have a pretty funny Corey Feldman story, which I told us like, all right, I'll try to do it pretty quick because a lot of my friends have heard this. If you've heard this, just tune out for a minute. But because it was just such a Corey Feldman like moment. I don't know, we're older, so we know who he is. He was in the Goonies and all that stuff. 80s heartthrob, big name. Anyways, playing at the House of Blues on Sunset Boulevard in Hollywood. I'm opening for Limp BIZKIT, and they're telling me everybody's going to be there. A few people are going to be there. Sean Penn's going to be there. David Arquette's going to be there. Corey Feldman's going to be there. So I'm doing my show, or they're doing the sound check, and I'm like waiting for them to do theirs. I'm waiting, putting my stuff together. They're doing the sound check, and Corey Feldman comes out dressed like Michael Jackson, and like a white V-neck, deep white V.
I remember seeing him wearing like.
Well, he was a Neverland Ranch kid. He went there, he was friends with Michael Jackson, so he knew all that stuff. So he comes out, and all of a sudden, Sam Rivers, the bass player, boom, 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 started doing Billie Jean, right? And I was like, holy shit! As I said, they start doing it, and he's doing all the moves, right? But it looks, looks weird, like he's doing them right, but it's like a corny white dude, like, so it just didn't look right. And I was just laughing my ass off. I'm like, oh my god, this is hilarious. So they got done with their sound check. I did mine, and then after that, I went backstage, and I was like, yo, man, you gonna let Corey Feldman really do that? He goes, they're like, yeah. I was like, oh man, this is gonna be awesome. I was like, because they were thinking, what are you talking about? He's great. Like this is gonna go over well. And I'm thinking to myself,
have you seen his moves?
I was like, did you watch that? Did you watch the same thing? Anyway, so the show comes. It was great. Sean Penn's in the VIP. Like,
what do you mean? Are we gonna get Corey Feldman? Yeah.
What do you mean? Yes, he's definitely doing a Billie Jean cover.
That wasn't just a sound check. That was a dance check.
So we
dance check 1, dance check 2.
Yeah. So we get done. I do my set. Everything went well. I get done. I go back upstairs. I see Corey Feldman walk into like the dressing room, like BIZKIT, one of the bigger dressing rooms with like like four porn-looking girls, just like walking through with all these girls. I'm like, oh man, I was like, this is straight Hollywood, like it's such what you think. Get on. BIZKIT goes on stage. They start doing their thing, and I'm side stage. I couldn't let anybody normally they'd let me invite if I knew anybody from that city. I could bring them. Like this one, no, it's all our friends and family because they moved out there. It's like cool. So I'm side stage, and they get to the breakdown where Corey Feldman's supposed to do his thing. So and Fred Durst comes side stage, and he puts his mic down so nobody in the crowd can see him. And he looks at everybody side stage, and he goes, "Where the fuck is Feldman? Where the fuck is Feldman?" And I was like, I thought he was talking to me, and I know he's not talking to me because there's 20 people there, everybody's like his assistants and stuff. And I don't know. And like this assistant turns around, and she goes, she thinks, oh, he's up in VIP. So she turns around, runs out the door, and runs right up to, I guess I figured that's where she went because she didn't run backstage. I knew that. So I go out the door and go straight out to the crowd. And I'm thinking to myself, and it all happened so fast. Like I said, he said that where's Feldman? And she turned around and went out, and I saw her go up into the crowd, and I was like, no, he's backstage in the dressing room. I just came from there. He's up there. So bright idea. Oh, I'll go get him. So, I'll have it. Like I said, just all like, I was just there. I was there by myself. I didn't, I knew nobody. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'll go get him. So I'm running up the stairs to House of Blues, and it's all coming to me. I'm like, okay, I'm at the House of Blues on Sunset Boulevard, across the street from the Comedy Store, on tour with Limp BIZKIT, been riding in their tour bus across the entire country, and I got to run upstairs to go get Corey Feldman to do a Billie Jean cover with Limp BIZKIT on stage. It's like, that's my chore right now. I'm hauling out some stairs, and it's all coming to fruition as I'm running up, because all of the House of Blues has a ton of stairs, so I'm running up. I get to the front, I see their photographer, Paris Fisson. Shout out, she's a great photographer. And she goes, and I said the same thing. Like I said, one of two sentences I never thought I'd say with full 100% meaning. Like I meant it with everything I had in me because it was so happened so fast. I look at her, I go, "Where the fuck is Corey Feldman?" And she's like, "Oh, he's in the dressing room. He's still got another 5 minutes before show." I'm like, "No." And this is the second sentence I never thought I'd say with absolute just I mean this now. He goes, "No. Fred Durst needs him now." Like, I was like, wait, what? So I just had to tell, and for all seriousness, I had to tell Corey Feldman that Fred Durst needed him to do a Billie Jean cover on stage at the Hollywood House of Blues on Sunset. I was like, what is going on? He walked by, he came out of the dressing room with all, like I said, chill, all these 4 girls, 2 on each arm, walking out, and he walked by me. I just looked and I go, boop. I for real, just touched his arm as well. I go, "Are you real, man?" I go, "What is going on right now?" He's like, "You're goddamn right." And he walks down the stairs, and they just put on the show. He did his whole thing. David Arquette was out there, crowd surfing, throwing his hat. It was nuts, man. Like that's like one of those. Like I said, when you go on tour, you gotta want to have one of those stories, and that was definitely one of those stories for sure.
you'd like to help support the show promoting local talent, please cash app us at $JAX Local Radio Show.
Please, Mr. Weed.